still chase you down. And so I think Lycan would be a really good pick for Hellraiser. Almost all the other heroes have already been banned out. I mean,
Jug?
Jug's still in the pool. Good point. Yeah.
That's the one, Lycan stands out for you, Juggernaut stands out for me. Hellraiser's obviously going to be proficient with that hero. Like, you definitely know that they play Juggernaut. But I'm liking that Lycan, because with Chilling Touch and Howl, you've got Storm Spirit, AA, and potentially Spirit Breaker can get in there and close the gap onto these heroes. Now, you mentioned that Hellraisers don't have too much in the way of pushing. I'm looking at Empire and thinking, okay, they don't have too much in the way of teamfight control. They've got Lion with the Earthspike and Hex, but outside of that, they've got Nasal Goos are slow, Poison Touch is a slow, and if you level it up to 4, then you've got the little stun. Queen of Pain, Shadow Strike, slow. It feels like they need something. I don't know if they want a Magnus, but then then you're looking at what, Queen of Pain's safe lane, possibly for Silent.
I wouldn't be so sure, actually. Magnus is something that Yoki really likes to play as well.
True.
So you might see offlane Magnus, safe lane Bristleback, mid Queen of Pain. It would make sense, at least in terms of the draft. But they go for the Sanking. Yeah, okay, that's something that Yuki has also played. They have one of the very few teams that still run the core Sanking, and which I like. I mean, Hellraisers, in theory, they could also run offlane Earthshaker and then have Spirit Breaker support, but it's kind of, doesn't really make much sense in this scenario. So I'm pretty sure they just want another core and be done with it, really. But Sanking overall, I mean, He's great in almost every single situation. Even if he gets zoned out on the offlane, he can still go farm the jungle. And Team Empire, fortunately, they don't exactly have another hero that desperately needs the jungle as well.
True.
So Sanking should be good overall. Yeah, he's great at team fights. He's good for those small skirmishes as well. Good INT push.
Oh.
And Hellraisers go for the Morphling. So who is playing that one?
Artez.
Artist, so safe lane Morphling then. Alpha Ninja, Storm Spirit mid, I would imagine, at least.
But yeah, this Sand King, it's what the hero I was looking for. It's got that teamfight control, it's got the great defensive capabilities as well, but also the fact when you look at this safe lane tri-lane, which is a potential here from Hellraisers. I did mention that Earthshaker likes to move between safe and mid and stack camps on his way through, but the main strength of Earthshaker is having that block off. You land the fish, you stun them, but you block them in. With Burrow Strike, he doesn't give a damn. Yoki's going to be diving underneath that fisher and getting out of trouble. In fact, we are looking, you called it, offlane Earthshaker.
Huh. I didn't really think that was going to be the case, but there we go. I mean, Goddam is playing the Spirit Breaker, so it's indeed going to be offlane offlane Earthshaker. Probably just prioritizing the Earthshaker blink a little bit. Sometimes we still see them struggling a lot, though. I mean, it's a hero that can't really rotate into the jungle that easily. So overall, I would give a slight edge to Empire's lineup. I think Hellraisers, that Morphling pick, can you get behind it?
I'm okay with it. I don't know. See, the big thing for me is he's going to be elusive in team fights, and I think the pick came out because Empire are lacking stuns. But then the Sand pick came, and it's sort of like, well, okay, maybe he won't be able to do as much in team fights as maybe they thought he would. But the fact that he can, dodge through Burrow Strike and can evade the Sonic Wave and things like that with his waveform, he doesn't really have a big target to replicate, though. We'll see. We'll see what he goes for. We've seen lots of weird and unusual things from Morphling players in the CIS scene, and Silent is one that has really stood out. FaZe Boots Morphling back at Starlight like a year ago. The Starlight before the last one, I think it was, quite some time ago. But we'll find out what he goes for.
Yeah. Overall, personally, I think the Morphling pick makes it a bit awkward for them during mid game. It's a pick that basically he's very strong on during the lane, but then when it comes to those mid-game team fights, of course he survives rather nicely, but he doesn't contribute too much, and there is still the problem once again with getting objectives.
Resolution brings himself out of salve. We see this. We haven't seen this too much from European mids. Chinese mids, Ferrari in particular, I guess a couple of the other ones as well, like maybe. They've started doing this a lot when it's a matchup where you need to blink or get up on the top of the enemy ramp and do that damage down. When you're constantly trading hits like this, having that extra salve, sure, you're expending 100 gold and slowing down your bot a little bit, but the damage you can do with that one investment is so massive. You slow down your enemy's bottle more than you delay your own.
Yeah, I mean, although the bottle does come out for the Storm Spirit, so Alpha Ninja is in the very early stages. Managed to get 4 CS, and we'll be happy with it. Overall, you can also bottle through if you Shadow Strike hits, which is okay. I mean, you're not going to get the full regen off really, but the intervals aren't that bad to bottle through.
That's a good point, actually. Resolution went for the full Null Talisman, while Alpha Ninja did go for just Circlet and a couple of branches. Pulled himself some, or got pulled some tangos, while they're equal on last hits. So the Storm Spirit definitely coming out on top here, even though Resolution brought himself that salve. Down in bot lane, Yoki, he's got one last hit. He's level 1, nearly level 2. He's doing okay for now.
He really wants the level 2, or he can't really trade hits with the Spirit Breaker. That's just one of the weaknesses of an offlane tanking. There are very rare cases where you can trade hits with support since you're melee. And your base armor isn't particularly impressive, neither is your base damage.
No, very true indeed. 12 for 7 now on the Queen of Pain, so definitely starting to open up that lead. And Bottle is incoming now for Resolution. He's got level 1 in Shadow Strike, but the 2 in Scream of Pain. Up against the Storm Spirit, he can really start applying that pressure on this mid lane. Push him out and take control of those waves. Always want to fly. Sitting very high up in this lane. Goretz has no chance whatsoever getting any experience, but it's pretty much equal between the two offlaners now, you know. Earthshaker with 3 last hits. Sure, he's got 2 more than the Sand King, but not that meaningful right now.
No, Yoki is going to try to soak up some XP there from the pull through from AA. But now Spirit Breaker moves over once again, and he's forced to run.
Oh, Storm before he hits level 6 is a vital target for Empire. And you can see where Lion is standing right now, smoked up. His smoke's going to expire, he's low on HP. But Storm Spirit feels it coming. Heads into the jungle and starts farming up this large camp.
Lordan's goes for a bit of a wander about there. Goretz, how's the creep wave looking? No, it's not. They're not pushing in. Otherwise, they might think of it going for a dive there. But Aloha Dance level 2 line isn't that impressive, since level 1 Impel really only stands for 1 second.
Well, they've got Silent to dive the tower. Goretz is sitting on about 360 HP.
Yo.
But I'm looking back down at Yoki, being slammed around by Godam on the Spirit Breaker.
There's just very little he can do. Are they stacking for him in the jungle? No, they have 1 medium stack, which is okay, and because there were no Mark Golems to be had.
Oh boy. Aloha Dance is charged up. First blood is attempted here, but he's going to throw out the Hex. Yep, he'll get it. Aloha Dance will get juked around by Goretz, throws the Fissure, and the charge is still coming in. Can they trade it out? Doesn't look like they can. Earthshaker's the first to fall, but what do we have left? Level 2 Shadow Dance? Shadow Wave even. Shadow Dance. There's no Slark in the game, it's a Dazzle. It was coming off cooldown shortly. Alpha Ninja's joined in, Silent, spamming out those cool sprays, but Spirit Breaker slams him down, and now the charge. Charges off cooldown, they can close the gap on Silent, but he dodges out the Fissure.
That was a bit odd.
Well, it was into the nighttime, into the fog.
It's 3 bashes, that's so far.
Goddamn, how many
3
more?
bashes in 6 hits, I think.
Illusions. They're going to try and block him off.
Block.
Body block here, yep, no. They let him get past, and in comes Resolution with a Scream of Pain. So far, a 2-for-2 trade, and Empire, along with that first blood, they're going to be feeling happy about this.
Alpha Ninja is still not 6.
Yep, you're damn right.
It's really, really awkward.
But he gets the Vortex Resolution, 1 more hit, 1 more second until Blink, he can't get it!
Oh,
He gets taken out, but Storm Spirit, this is an absolute slaughterfest. As Empire and Hellraisers are just battling it out in the river. The river is the 4th lane. Where's he
going to turn around? He's got 7 stick charges. How much mana is that going to give him?
Enough for a Fissure? Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
No.
He doesn't. 10 more mana until he has a Fissure. That's slightly miscalculated. Godam wants to keep on diving. Always want to fly. Still has heal and level 1 grave. Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker, you're diving a tower. You're going to die now. A couple more hits. He's got nothing. Oh, TP.
He's just got a TP.
Really? No. Always want to fly. Gets it.
That was really kind of praying to RNGesus to get 1 more Bastion.
That's the thing. He was walking under the tower. Always want to fly level 4. You have to expect he's got 1 point in grave at the very least.
No. A charge coming once again is so much hate.
Charge where? Top lane again?
Yep.
Oh man.
And this time he's out of mana for grave. He has no mana for grave, so that should be a kill. Unless he gets to the tier 2 one. What level is charge? Level 1 charge.
1 charge. He's so damn slow.
It's really not so good. Interesting stats. Agos has really never played Earthshaker before. Well, at least probably not in a competitive match. I'm pretty sure he's played it in pubs. Yeah, so basically we just had an explosion of kills once again, like typical CIS Dota, and fighting non-stop. Meanwhile, Artis is just the quiet guy sitting on safe lane farming the whole time.
That's just who I panned my camera to. It's like, okay, we had all of this brawling up in top lane, Resolution, Silent, everyone. Actually, everyone except Dread and Artes. Those are the two guys that have been sitting bot, stacking, pulling, farming through. So it's kind of been a 3 versus 5. While Empire are the ones that, get the slight edge. But in the end, Artes' farming on this bottom lane outweighs the edge that they got in these team fights.
Yeah, and Dread is also rushing a Midas. He already picked up Gloves of Haste, which is a bit unusual. Most people kind of save until they have enough gold for the Midas recipe and then go for it. But it's fine, I guess. Lower Downs wants to come in once again, but...
Storm level 6.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't... No, they have a DD rune on Quap. They probably need to harass him a little bit more. I think they need level 7 on Quap, probably. Nah, gets denied, so needs one more creep. Charge, mid lane.
But the follow-through isn't here. Goddamn, once again, puts himself into a really dangerous situation. Yeah. Resolution says goodnight.
I'm not quite sure what the thought process was here. I mean... Even just with the two of them, they can't kill the Queen of Pain, I think.
I think it was kind of like, charge in, see what happens.
Alpha Ninja? Wow, it's really literally using his mana pool there. Impact is gonna get thrown up, but charge again, once again onto mid lane. This cow just doesn't stop.
I'm wondering if they were expecting AA level 6, or if they were thinking Earthshaker TP's in. You needed one he doesn't steal the bounty rune. Queen of Pain now in a pretty good position, but low dance, the charge not going to hit. Resolution will find himself a decent kill here as long as he doesn't miss uphill, which he will not. But goddamn, charge off cooldown in 5 seconds. The DD wears out. Luckily, Resolution doesn't have any mana left to jump in and kill him.
Yeah. He doesn't have enough mana for Blink Scream. Even then, probably 2 more hits would be necessary.
Where's he going? Where is he going now? Goddamn, where are you heading? Charging down to bot lane, always want to fly. He's a level 6 support Dazzle. He's actually the 5th highest level in the game.
Wow, I think he got like solo XP for 2 kills or something. I mean, he definitely got solo XP for the kill on Spirit Breaker before.
Yeah, where on earth is Carmen San Diego? Spirit Breaker.
Yeah. Goddamn, he would preferably hit level 4 and then get level 2 charge.
If he's lucky. If he's a good boy.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Well, Goretz on his top lane has his Tranquil Boots. So working towards that Soul Ring, which we see from these offlane Earthshakers now.
Next patch, please.
Yeah. How we're looking net worth wise though. 4.2k on the Morph lane down at bot lane. But Bristleback and Queen of Pain are not far behind. You've got these 4 heroes up in the top net worth that haven't been shut down too much. And then you look at the supports and the offlaners. The big difference, the big standout hero there is Yoki. The fact that he has been able to dip back into this jungle, take the large camp, stack them up and farm them up. He's doing a lot better than his counterpart, the Earthshaker, who is actually behind the Dazzle and the Lion.
Yeah. There's no big surprise here though, since Earthshaker, Sanking had just at some point, okay, time to go to the jungle. Earthshaker doesn't have the same thing. He talked about it during the drafting phase, well, after the drafting phase was ended, and we saw him being played as the offlaner. So I don't know if this decision is going to come to bite them back in the ass, but Resolution once again going a bit aggressive there on Goddamn. Goddamn kind of charges in, and Storm zip in to prevent Queen of Pain from getting further. ulti casual being chucked there towards top lane. I mean, they wanted to hit it on mid lane, but obviously Quap was already backed off at that point.
Yeah. They wanted to land up, charge into Vortex, hit the Ice Blast, and maybe kill Resolution, but he was just a little bit too quick on the trigger finger, blinking himself back to his own to the own side of the river, and back behind his tier 1. Silent has Vanguard Treads and Magic Wand completed, so he's looking pretty good right now. But when does this timing hit? When is it time for Empire to say, okay, Silent, you go running around the map, try and find kills, push into this tier 1, and give Alohadance the space he needs to... Actually, I'm talking about him finishing off his Blink Dagger.
Top lane.
Yep, I'm seeing the Ice Blast.
Coming with an ART as well.
Nice Earth Spike though. Yoki now going to try and turn this around. Fisher will finish off that Lion. As Yoki can't find the burst strike in. Well, max range. Finally takes down the Spirit
That was
Breaker.
damn close,
Yeah.
yes, but with the extra movements even Tranquil Boots being unbroken there, managing to get into range. Resolution was coming with the DD as well, so pretty sure they would have gotten the kill either way, but it's a 1-for-1 trade, and nice boost to the economy for Goris, so he's got enough gold for the Soul Ring. But Tier 1 tower falls on top lane, and bot lane Artis gonna try to do the same, but it's not that easy.
And then when you've got Silent, this is what I'm talking about. Now's the time where Silent is like, okay, we've taken tier 1. It's time to go and put some pressure on this Morphling. He's had enough time to farm up. I've got to stop this. Lion, he unfortunately died when he had about 1,800 gold or so, but he's back up there. 400 until that blink, and it's 12 minutes in. He's just hit level 6, so it's a pretty decent time from him. He solo smokes, in fact. It looks like they're heading into the Radiant jungle.
Resolution also picks up the Invision, blinks towards the high ground, but they should have seen this. We see Alpha Ninja already backing off there as well. Who's this? Dread? Really, I mean, he's taking the, rushing naked Midas to the next level, because he is really rushing complete naked, without boots, without anything, no stick, no TPs even.
Screw it. Who needs wards?
Yeah.
Well, in fact, we do have wards up, but who actually bought that? True Believe. Oh, that's a die ward. Never mind.
That's a long zip down to Aloha Dance.
Yeah, you can see us spike down with Alpha Ninja, Artez, and Alpha Ninja still trying to fight up here. Storm has limited mana, but he's got the Soul Ring cooling down in 20 seconds. Not enough time, though, for him to pop it and run back in.
It's a bit of a free pickup, and Lion's gonna be annoyed that he died once again, so close to his blink. He really kind of a bit over-eager, I would say, to trying to use the Finger of Death, but it's really not working out for him. Resolution rushing Orchid at the same time as Morphling rushing the Lincoln Sphere, so it's kind of already premeditated counter.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Morphling
Echo Slam Resolution, did he go in there? No, he's got Blink, but A Alt is going to follow him, is going to connect as well. Charge in 4 seconds time.
Resolution's ticking down, but there's no way it kills him.
Oh,
they get
boy.
the charge off, but with the heal and grave, there's no way Goddamn chases that through. Always want to fly getting battered by that replicate of Silent, as the rest of HR, they're thinking about going in, but it's a difficult decision.
Hello, Spirit Breaker.
10 stick charges, and he's got charge. But that doesn't save you against the Finger of Death.
About that. Did work.
Now the question is, Tier 1 tower here is low HP. As Empire, is the next stage just to go into the Radiant jungle and take down stacks? Just see what kind of economy you're dealing with? Because that could cripple them. Oh man, Storm. Stunned up, but good fish there, and he's fine regardless. With the zip away, he'll make his way out.
Well, you see Empire, they get the 2 towers at the same time when HR tried to group up and push, it just didn't really work that easily. But AA's got his Midas now, so you can start building boots. I mean, overall, probably, you don't really need it, since he's always been long range and then chucking out ultimates everywhere. It's not really been involved too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Zip over. Resolution not held in place. Vortex is going to come out a little bit late, but still takes him down. The smoke up here from Aloha Dance and Yoki. Gonna try and hunt someone down with Silent here, slowing down Goretz. Okay, Ice Blast gonna hit onto Lion. The heal comes out first though, so well played by Always Wanna Fly. The Grave applied to the Lion. But in the end,
it's Morphling though.
It's Morphling dying, exactly. In the end, HR are losing heroes left and right. They land their spells, they get a decent combo off, but they can't fight through the sustain of Silent.
They look kind of funny. Meanwhile, Alpha Ninja was just farming neutrals. Oh well. While this all was happening, but a bit underestimating the minus armor coming out from both the weave from the Dazzle as well as the vicious nasal goo there from Silent as well. So that was Morphling's armor was essentially non-existent there, and Silent, they have a big ass ancient stack waiting for him.
Oh man. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The minus armor from Weave just ticking over. The Morphling standing there thinking, hey, I'm pretty strong. I've got ultimate orb, I can morph to strength. Doesn't mean a damn thing. You're dropping your agility so low that you're losing all of your armor anyway, and then you're losing more. Empire, Yoki.
Who's getting charged?
Lion.
Oh,
Lion's getting cancelled. Burst strike hits, Earth Spike misses. Fisher now will lock in Aloha Dance to Ice Blast. Okay, they find a consolation kill on the Lion.
That's good. I really thought that Empire might try to fight there, but probably didn't really know who else was behind him, so just leave the line to die. He's got his blink anyway, so we're all good.
Who gets their Orchid first? Storm or Quap? Like, Queen of Pain is closer, technically, but Storm farms faster, I want to say.
Well, I would say it's about even, really. Making a difference, but Lincoln's being revealed there by the Morphlings. So, Quap can't solo kill a Morphling either way.
Well, that's the thing, like, Storm farms faster, Queen of Pain is ahead a little bit, so I think they're going to get, as long as there are no, like, determining factors outside of that, as long as one of them doesn't die in the next 3 or 4 minutes, I think they'll get their Orchids at exactly the same time, and it's going to come down to who jumps first. Who gets that initial Orchid hit on?
Mid lane, Goretz. Are they going to go in? Yep,
yeah, Yoki with a blink. Sonic Wave will definitely help out here, but that's a good Ice Blast. Landing on 3, Resolution now pops the invis. He's going to try and hide from this. Godown keeps the vision, but they don't have the big red dot above Resolution's head
strike
anymore.
Up again. They are earning the Sand King up. They can go for this.
Yeah, they can. Yoki's ready. Jumps in with a Shadow Wave. That damage. So there's the Storm Spirit dying, and there's more gold in the Queen of Pain's pocket as she closes in and is now 400 away from that Orchid. While Storm Spirit is, what, 1600? There's a good 1200 gap now between the two of them.
Yeah. Overall, it's just Empire's one position can participate in the fight. We see Sarden constantly fighting with this team. He's participating in 7 out of the 12 kills. And Morphling, meanwhile, I mean, even if he would join, he can't really do much. I mean, he hits a few people and then I guess he waveforms through and replicates back, but that's pretty much it. You don't contribute that much as a Morphling. And of course, Yoki having his Blink Dagger way before Goris' Earthshaker.
Yep. And Morphling, with the itemization he's going, it's obviously going to be focused right now, or for at least the next, 5 to 10 minutes, split pushing and staying away from his team. He needs that next big item. Lincoln's, it allows you to farm pretty safely across the map. The HP and mana regen is great for pushing out waves and just sustaining you away from the fountain and away from your team. If he does get into trouble, you do have the global presence from the Storm, Spiritbreaker, and AA to jump in and help him out, just to try and turn fights around. So, HR might be using the Morphling as bait a little bit here, while he is farming off on the other side of the map. But Empire are going to be wary of this. They probably will be taking fights in the Radiant Jungle, limiting how much farm the Storm Spirit and the rest of the team can get, because